without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dove or call 8662-13-2965.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hey, neighbor.
Nate, there's a fully inflated hot air balloon in your backyard.
I know, isn't it great?
But why? You can't keep it there. The homeowners association will go crazy.
Oh, I'm not going to keep it up there. I'm going to fly it over the Nebraska football game on Saturday to get the best seat in the house.
Nate, you don't have to do that. Just enter the Nebraska Lottery's Lotto America Ticket Snap promotion. Until August 5th, buy a Lotto America ticket with the All-Star bonus and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win Nebraska football Skybox season tickets, an incredible football and volleyball weekend experience, or regular football season tickets.
Well, that is a better way to get a great view.
Yeah, one other question. Why is the balloon in the shape of a giant volleyball? You were going to fly over a football game.
It's the only decent thing the rental place had left. It was either this, a hockey puck, a banana, or a giant poodle. Even I have my standards.
Lotto America top prize odds, 1 in 26 million.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Advanced Medical Imaging located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. Looks like the sun came out after yesterday's storms. Hope everyone out there is safe and sound and getting everything picked up. It was wild there for about an hour, maybe? Not even that.
My goodness. It was nuts, man. It was nuts. What we were talking to Spiller, how quickly it got dark.
Yeah, it was wild.
Was insane yesterday, man. Nick, did you guys have any damage in your neighborhood, man?
Yeah, so I'm not necessarily. So thankfully, a little newer development. So trees weren't big enough or old enough to where branches were falling off and stuff. But man, I was up in Omaha last night, and I got there shortly after about 5 o'clock, and the storm hit about 6 o'clock. And man, it was brutal. I mean, fences down. I spent about 2 hours last night helping neighbors with trees and things like that, because it was there was a lot of trees on vehicles, trees on houses, siding ripped off of houses. There was a lot of stuff going on last night.
The number of first of all, good for you for getting out there and helping out. And
well, I saw Twisters first, but then I came back and everybody
That's
was
right, you read a movie. That's right.
I saw Twisters first, and then I came back and everybody was still outside. So I said, Kylie, we should probably go out. And she goes, okay, that sounds good.
That's cool. There was a number of trampolines I seen on the news just getting tossed up like they were just.
There was one going down the Old Cheney.
Yeah.
There was you going down Old Cheney. There was just one right through the median, just tumbling.
Wow. I know there was a big, well, there's a number of big trees, but there was one, I believe, on 49th in Pine Lake that fell into a pool, broke the fence, etc. But man, there was a lot of damage around the neighborhood, in particular in your neighborhoods where there's a lot of trees mature trees,
older ones,
older neighborhoods, and that's where the power lines start becoming an issue because they're not buried. They're a lot of power. There's a lot of people still without power this morning.
Like Hillcrest too. I mean, that was wild out there.
I was driving home late last night. The entire Gretna outlet lost power. The entire Gretna exit, you couldn't see what it was. Because the entire Gretna exit, the outlets, the big sign wasn't lit up. That was dark. The truck stop on the other side was dark. It was kind of like, as I'm driving home, I get like little markers like, okay, I made it to Gretna. Okay, I made it to Ashland, right? Well, last night I was like, man,
where am I?
I thought I'd made it past Gretna already, and I looked on my little Apple Maps, and I had, and I was like, everything was dark. It was really eerie. The only reason I knew that there was something there was because there were trucks with yellow flashing lights by the truck stop over there.
Brad from Baldwin, man, that's a big tree that's down, brother. Safety to you. It's out since 5:15 last night. Listening to you guys in my pickup. Thank you for getting me through this. Absolutely, Brad. Be safe. Appreciate you, man. All of you folks out there. Keith, KT Tenney, what's happening, brother? He goes, my golf net got jacked up in the storm. We will rebuild. Unknown texter 3096. KT, you're a fool, man. Unknown texter 3096. Trampoline ended up next door. Dang. Wow.
There was a lot of posts out there about, hey, if you lost your trampoline around so-and-so, this street, I got it in my backyard. So it's kind of funny that way.
Troy and Lincoln, good morning to you, man. Those are some big, man, that's a lot of damage you got around your area, man. It's neighbor's house. That's a big tree right there.
My goodness.
And Troy, you're exactly right. The sky was almost like out of a higher part of it. It was weird. You know, it was a weird looking sky. And then after it was done, I went out and took Louis later.
Yeah.
You know, because like you mentioned, Raph, that temperature dropped so much.
Yeah.
You know, he was able to
30 degrees.
He was able to actually breathe out there.
Yeah,
But
it was
the
like
number
70 degrees after it.
it was the same, man. The sky was something. The sky was something. You know, I was telling Raph this, Nick, before the show. This is kind of a warning to all the folks who have teenage kids. Please tell them to be careful with the ding dong ditch game.
Yes.
The ding dong ditch game.
Uh-oh.
It's happened to me. First of all, everybody's kind of on edge last night anyway with the storms, and people were out picking up things. And like I said, there wasn't a lot of damage in my neighborhood at all. I mean, there's a lot of just branches, you know, tons of branches that were down. But about 11:15, 11:30, I mean, I thought there were chairs falling down falling down my stairs. Like it was boom, boom, boom. I'm like at least 6-7 times. And then a bang on the door. I'm like, window. And I get up. I'm like, I was like, we had a guest that woke up. Naya woke up. Wife woke up. And I was like, that was the door. I look out, bunch of kids running down the street. High schoolers running down the street. Because this happened just last week twice. And I was like, okay. My neighbors will leave their garage doors open sometimes.
Yeah.
And so when it happened a week and a half ago, I said, yo, cut it out. Oh, shut up. They're going down the street. I get them hop on my bike because my neighbors had their garage doors open. I'm thinking, I've been robbed at that same house. I've been there for 20 years. And I'm thinking, no, they can't. So I was calling my one neighbor to have him come shut his garage door. And the kids saw me on my bike. It's hard to see a black dude riding at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they took off running towards South Point Mall, whatever. And so last night when that happened, I go out, I said, stop pounding on my door. Stop pounding on my door. And then the old racial slurs start coming out.
Ooh.
I'm like, all right.
Did you track them down?
I said, all right. So I turned my light off. They're saying, what you want some? You want some? As they're running, you know, yelling the racial slurs. I'm like, all right. So I go back and sit on my porch and I turn the lights off. Well, you can't see me, obviously, if I'm sitting on my porch. And I sat out there for like 15 minutes, turned all the lights off, and the first floor. And then I hear on the corner, Raff knows, you know, when you drop me off, you take that left to go out the neighborhood. I seen them walking. I'm just sitting on my porch. They're like, I think the light trap. They start walking. And I pick up the phone and they can see that and start calling the police right there. And I said, fellas, I said, the police are on their way. Blankety blank, blank, racial slur, blankety blank, blank. I'm like, that's cool. At this point, Naya's up worried.
Yeah.
You know, our guest is up worried.
Yeah.
Brooks wondering what's going on. At this point, I'm just mad.
Well, yeah.
I'm just mad because it wasn't ringing the doorbell. You're pounding on my windows around my house, you know. Yep. And the police come down and I can understand having some fun, you know, but when you're starting to pound on people's windows or pounding on the house to the point you're thinking someone fell down the stairs, you're waking up people. My other neighbors were pissed off because they heard the racial slurs. I'm just like, man, Southside don't play, man. You know, here we are.
It gets a little furry over there crazy sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm just like, so folks, if you have high school kids, and I'm talking to the police officer last night, and I told him, I said, you know, I've got some neighbors in that neighborhood on 56 and Pine Lake that's on Old Cheney. They're fed up. My other buddy who lives over there, he goes, they're going to ring on the wrong doorbell. Yeah. I personally don't have anything.
That's the thing.
They're going to ring on the wrong door.
Ring on the wrong one, and it's going to cause some more issues.
And I'm telling you, people in my neighborhood are already on edge. Yeah. Because one on their door cam has the dude's face, and the dude's face looks crazy. And they have little kids. Yeah. And so they were really pissed. And I know all I'm simply saying, he has something I don't. They are packing.
Of course. Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? And the police officer was just like, you know, he goes, it's a dangerous game they're playing. It's not like the days when we were little, Raff. First of all, we didn't do that because my parents like, you don't ring on nobody's doorbell if you don't know who they are. Yeah. You know, but I'm just thinking, come on, y'all. Don't do that. It ain't worth it. If you got kids out there doing it, don't do that. I mean, TP somebody's house. Okay, it is what it is. But when you're physically pounding on their property at 11:30 at night, not a good idea.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Well, then, I mean, them using racial slurs. I mean, that right there, that's enough for me. I'm like,
you know what, Chief?
I'm like, you're better than I am. I'd have been like, all right.
You know, the thing that pisses me off is it really shook Nia because he was out of a dead sleep.
Yeah.
And she was like, Dad, really, this is 2024.
True
I'm
that.
like, man. But they'll be screaming, "Go Huskers" on Saturdays.
All right, there you
go. Go Big Red, but I'm not going to ding dong Darcy, and they're going to call you.
Exactly. All right, gentlemen. Before we get to break, we got to tell the folks about our new partner on the drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green, Niederhouse Refuse in Lincoln. family owned, operated since 1921. If you can't do math, that's over 100 years in business. Niederhaus Refuse. So they do obviously residential, commercial. They do roll off. They do recycling. They do everything that you can need. They take care of all those. Give Niederhaus Refuse a call today, 402-475-8361. And you can sign up for your garbage and recycling service today. New Year is around the corner. It's already August 1st. You're going to hear a lot about Niederhaus in the future. There's no better spot to turn to than Niederhaus Refuse, in business once again for over 100 years, since 1921. They're located 20th and Cornhusker. That phone number once again, 402-475-8361. You can also visit them online to learn more at nbrefuselincoln.com. So make sure you check them out. Niederhaus Refuse, residential, commercial, roll-off, recycling, the whole 9 yards.
I believe that's 103, Nick.
Over 100.
Well, you
That's
said
right.
1921, and
That is correct. Over
using my
100
math
years.
skills, I was able to come to 103 years.
Well, that's correct. But
I'm
at
just
least
proud that I
over
was able to
100.
do that. Usually I'm bad with those years because we say somebody's born in 68 and it just throws me completely off.
There you go. Simple as that. There you go.
Great.
Gentlemen.
Appreciate the partnership too. Appreciate the partnership. Looking forward to that. We got a big full show for you. Olympics that took place yesterday and today. We'll keep going. That's actually taking us to the sporting season. NFL games tonight. Huskers' first day practice yesterday. Particular Husker who I know you all know, Raff says Heisman. Went viral yesterday all over the place. What does that do for the program? Good for the program, and also the guys that are living on campus now.
Everybody.
We'll talk about that.
In the dorms.
In the dorms, man. It's training camp.
They should have to eat the dorm food too.
And you guys dorm food now. It's a lot better than me and Raff had back in the day.
It wasn't too bad, but it still made you gain the weight. So I'd like to see some of these athletes be able to eat that food and still be in the tip-top shape that they're in.
The old freshman 15.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Yes, indeed. Folks, it is Thursday morning. One day left. It is August 1st, the first Thursday of the new month of August. And the countdown to Husker season is coming up quick. 29 days left, 28 days?
30 days. It is
30
the
days.
Ahman Green days away from 30
Oh,
days.
how about that?
30 days.
Or Mike Rozier.
Or Mike Rozier.
Yes.
Or Brian Knuckles.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the late Darren Diedrich.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What number's Tristan Alvano?
Is he 30?
I don't know. Let's look that up.
We might have to look that up.
We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive.
I could be so
937 ticket.
off on that.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 one-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips.
Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Aloe Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Aloe Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit aloefiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through August 4th, enjoy USDA Choice T-bone steaks for $9.99 per pound. Fresh all-natural chicken wings for $3.99 per pound. 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube for just $2.99 per pound. And USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-4600 5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. I was just looking at the old X-Twitter machine, and it looks like the Green Bay Packers are wearing all white uniforms October 20th versus the Texans.
I did see that. Raff, maybe that's the game we need to go to.
I was just thinking that. I go, is that on her?
Hey, AG, if you're listening on your way to the airport in Houston, tickets with the all-white Green Bay Packers.
Can we talk about AG's text this morning?
Oh.
So the gentleman in our group chat, we received this text from AG. Love the guy to death. We received this text. Guys, great morning. I loved AG's text in the morning because he always says great morning.
Great morning.
Great
It ain't
morning
a good morning. It's a great morning.
With two of the same emojis, the sun and the exclamation points. Just found out that I have to head to the airport today, so I will not be on the show. I will be on tomorrow. Safe travels. Safe travels to Ahman in real talk. Real talk. Safe travels to Ahman. But what kind of guy is it that just wakes up and goes, I found out I just got to go to the airport. And for what?
Well,
it's such a mystery.
When you have the private jet on standby, you wake up, you're like, hey, maybe today I'm going down to the Bahamas.
It's this right here. Wolford, have the plane ready in 30 minutes.
Or what was Alfred.
Alfred, yeah. But he calls us Wolford because of Ron Wolf, the Packers. Hey, speaking of travel, big safe travels to our buddy DF, man.
Absolutely.
Safe travels to you,
He's
DF.
watching us on the road.
Yes, that's a little scary. He's seen a TV monitor.
We don't condone that, but thank you.
We're just going to say he may or may not be driving alone and watching TV.
And going 13 over the speed limit.
DF, safe travels and good luck in your tournament, man, for a great cause to veterans. Swing them well, hit them good. Be careful driving, brother, and enjoy the 45-inch monitor as you're driving down I-80.
Did he ever?
He replaced his speedometer with the drive. I don't know what's going on.
So has he slept yet, or did he stay up all night and just leave at 3?
I don't know if he slept because he was dealing without power too for a while.
Oh dang, was he?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't respond to the group chat.
Don't worry, Nick. We got.
I reprimanded.
We got it. We both got reprimanded.
We did. Why?
Because I know Raff sees every text.
I defended you,
and Raff doesn't. Raff will look at the text and be like, no response, because I know you see his phone.
Actually, there was a few times this past weekend where I did not see it, and I picked up my phone. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got 37 text messages.
Well,
you
were working.
Yeah,
this
but
weekend.
I was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm so popular. But then it was just all the text line. And then last night, there really wasn't much to say. But then when you went after me and Nick, I was like, I'm standing up for my little buddy.
What happened? Why did you come after me?
Well, I said it seems like that because Jake and DF, we're talking about. I'm saying, are you guys okay? They don't have any power. I'm like, you got a place to stay. You're more than welcome to come over.
Gotcha.
Well, the storm knocked my phone off, so I was unable to use
the movie theater that I was at was very strict on the no talk. It wasn't. I didn't go to a big chain movie theater last night. They were very strict, and they had people patrolling aisles, making sure people weren't talking on their phones.
You know what though?
I was a fan.
Exactly.
I
like that because there's nothing that pisses you off worse when you're trying to watch a movie and hear people having conversations during the movie. And I can see if it's subtle, but when it's just loud, talking during, it's just.
It was a great spot. Love it.
Okay, tell us exactly where you went last night again.
I went to the Alamo.
The Alamo.
Yeah.
In San Antonio? San Antonio?
Quick trip.
It's like speaking of private jets.
I didn't even know they had a movie theater there. It was so tiny.
Hizzleberry goes in all caps, screw you, buddy. No, it was in Papillion and right by that Embassy Suites there. And ended up seeing Twisters last night. Tickets were
fitting movie for last
honestly.
night.
Honestly, seriously. Tickets were pretty reasonable. I thought for movies are expensive nowadays, and tickets were like less than $12, which I thought was pretty reasonable. And then I had never been there, so I never knew that you go and they take your order in the theater.
Oh, they take it.
So we sat down, and the guy comes over, and he's like, "What can I get you guys tonight?" And they pull out the menu and everything, and so we got a pepperoni pizza, and we got bottomless popcorn.
Nice.
Oh wow!
And I was like, "This is incredible." And there was, I think it was like $26 total for food. So food prices weren't horrible.
That's not
normal dinner prices. And so, yeah, we were watching that and watching Twisters. Great movie. Great movie.
How long was it?
2 hours, 2 minutes.
So can I ask you, is there any link to the first one?
No. I don't know.
Oh, you never saw the first one?
Never seen the first one.
I forgot. Not a movie guy.
You have to see the first one to know if there's a link.
Was Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi kind of the same thing? Then?
But don't worry, I'm going to see the new Deadpool.
He wouldn't know.
No clue.
Yeah.
He definitely would not know on that.
No.
Well, the Olympics is still going on, folks. That's taking us through. Until
Terrell Farley chimed in on the Facebook stream and said, I guess I'm not good enough for that group text.
No. Oh, don't even start with me, Terrell Farley. I don't even have your number. I asked for it one time. You're like, oh, I only give it to this. And I'm like, come on, come on, Terrell. I mean, we're buddies now. We should be texting back and forth. I would even invite you to go smoke a cigar. Come on down to cigars. Come on now.
Shout out to cigars. All right.
Come
sorry
on.
about that.
Serbia beats the smoke out of Puerto Rico 107-66 yesterday in the men's Olympics there, men's basketball in Paris. In the USA team, which started off, there were times to where it was tough. I can't say tough. There were times it was close. I think they got within 8 at one point after the USA blew it open, but the final score was USA 103, South Sudan 86. Tatum did play yesterday, which was good to see him on the court. But I was telling Raff this yesterday. I was watching it. If I'm Steve Kerr, it would be tough because you can only play 10 guys.
Is that
that's international rule?
That is okay.
You can only play 10 guys. So that's because you think about it. My man from Kimbe, what's his name from Philly? The big man.
Joel Embiid.
Embiid didn't play yesterday, and so obviously Tatum didn't play, Sunday.
Yeah.
But that's going to be tough.
That is battle.
To where you're like, okay, who's going to play tonight?
Yeah.
So that's a tough. Like I said, I give Steve Kerr a little bit of leeway on that because that is tough to decide who's going to play tonight because you have all those egos to manage. Everybody wants to play. You want to play for your country. You didn't get. First of all, these guys ain't playing for money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Giving up their summers.
And giving up their summers. I mean, it's not like the Olympics is in Chicago or LA or something like that. No, you're clear across the pond.
Yep.
It's like, man, I could be on the golf course or on the beach someplace.
Be over in Tahiti golfing.
Yeah, I don't want to be, or just watching them surf too. Well, they are surfing right now.
Did you see Katie Ledecky yesterday?
17-second victory.
Did you see the picture?
Yes. And
Was that
NBC.
Katie Ledecky, the picture I showed you of her swimming yesterday. And
it was ridiculous.
She's just sitting there looking back, and there's no one to be seen. I was like, good Lord.
NBC had to change their camera angle and show the entire pool so that it wasn't just her the entire time. They had to widen their TV angle because she had a 17-second lead.
Oh, my gosh.
What she did yesterday, it was really insane. 7-time Olympic gold medalist. She looked dominant both the 800 and the 1500. The way that she won yesterday, Raff, though, and I watched because you showed me the picture, I was like, good gosh. Then I watched the replay of it. She literally could have ate a pizza by herself by the time the other people got finished.
And she said, watch out, 28 LA, she'll be there. So
wow.
And when she said that, the first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, because getting around in LA right now is a pain. Adding the Olympics. I mean, the last time they had it was 84. Things have changed a little bit.
Yeah. Changed a little bit. Changed quite a bit in 39 years, man. So it's they're taking care of business. Obviously, the men in basketball, women. Katie Ledecky, obviously, in the pool was just doing amazing things yesterday. Another full schedule today, all over the place, and we'll get the count here eventually before the show is out. But again, the men take care of business against South Sudan yesterday, and Serbia as well. So there's plenty of Olympic games going on. We come back, folks. We got the history moment coming up for you on this Thursday. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bureau's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bureau's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hey, neighbor. Nate, there's a fully inflated hot air balloon in your backyard. I know. Isn't it great? But why? You can't keep it there. The homeowners association will go crazy.
Oh, I'm not going to keep it up there. I'm going to fly it over the Nebraska football game on Saturday to get the best seat in the house.
Nate, you don't have to do that. Just enter the Nebraska Lottery's Lotto America Ticket Snap promotion. Until August 5th, buy a Lotto America ticket with the All-Star bonus and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win Nebraska football Skybox season tickets, an incredible football and volleyball weekend experience, or regular football season tickets.
Well, that is a better way to get a great view.
Yeah, one other question. Why is the balloon in the shape of a giant volleyball? You were going to fly over a football game.
It's the only decent thing the rental place had left. It was either this, a hockey puck, a banana, or a giant poodle. Even I have my standards.
Lotto America top prize odds, 1 in 26 million.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Old School with DP and J.
Can Nebraska have a player-led locker room in year 2 under Matt Rule?
I think it could be in year 2. I always say this: we had great captains every year I was here, but I always say some of our best leaders weren't necessarily our captains. So I think when you have that, that's a player-led team. So it doesn't matter how old the quarterback is.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Early break with Sip and Jake.
Andy Staples sat down with Nebraska AD Troy Dannon. Okay. And it felt like kind of a shot at early break about better times.
Breakers, are you okay with us?
Troy Dannon says no more better times.
If we can do no more better times, let us know.
Just a shot at early break?
No. No,
I don't think so.
No,
but if we want, well, I'll stop. I'm done with that. I'm done with better times.
We're going back to time.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to the drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. History.
Got some history. Chubby Rhino says, hey, I'll smoke a cigar. He goes, I'll even buy.
I've got an idea.
What's that?
What do you think about cigars with the drive, whatever, and we let the roadies know and we let everyone who listens know when we're going to be down at Cigars, and then they could come join us and we could talk sports and smoke a cigar.
Love it. Probably have to be like maybe like a late afternoon.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, I mean, I can always go down there a little bit earlier. Yeah. So maybe I'll be like, hey, I'm going down there at noon and we're going to be there from like noon to 4:30 or something, or noon to 5 or something, and let everyone know. And then if they want to come down and have a cigar. So if you're listening right now and you're interested in that, just say yes. I'd be up for that. Mm-hmm. Chubby Rhino's up for that. Mm-hmm. But I was just thinking about that because I was like, you get a chance to get to meet some of the listeners, get a chance to talk some Nebraska football, some Broncos football, now. Now I want to go.
Oh, boy. I think you just messed it up, right? When you mentioned that, they're like, crap, to go have a cigar unless this guy talk about Denver all night? No. It's going to be a hard pass. It's going to be a hard pass.
So that's my new idea. I think that might be something I might start to incorporate a little bit.
That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. Well, folks, on this day in sports in 1928, Babe Ruth hits home run number 42 in the Yankees' 12 win over the St. Louis Browns. Took him 4 weeks ahead of his 1927 pace when Babe Ruth took care of business on that. And in tennis in 1963, Arthur Ashe becomes first African-American tennis player to be named the U.S. Davis Cup team. Arthur Ashe, that dude was a baller. And another one, I think we talked about him not too long ago, Raff. 1970 future Hall of Famer outfielder Willie Stargell. Pops. Smacks 3 doubles and 2 homers in a 2010. That's a whole lot of points.
They missed the extra point.
A 2010 Pirates win versus the Braves at Atlanta Stadium, man. And a one that was huge. Changed the trajectory of the NBA quite a bit. 1973, struggling ABA club Virginia Squires trade star forward Julius Erving to the New York Nets for George Carter and cash. I wonder how much cash that was, man, in 1970.
Probably not a lot.
Probably not much.
Maybe a washing machine also,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I think actually the Nets were still in the ABA at that time. I think it was. So, yeah. Virginia probably Squires. A washing machine and 10,000 maybe or something like that.
Absolutely. What you got, Rafferty?
I got on this day in 1976.
Mm-hmm.
The Seattle Seahawks played their very first preseason game at the Kingdome.
In 1976?
76. They had a young quarterback, number 10, Jim Zorn. And they had a receiver from Tulsa who had been cut by I believe it was the Cowboys or Oilers. Can't remember. One of those Texas teams. He ended up being the all-time leading receiver in the NFL for several years. Mr. Steve Largent, former
Largent.
congressman, Steve Largent.
Steve Largento.
So that was 1976. And it was funny because they played the 49ers. And I'm sure people are like, 49ers, they're in the same division. Why playing preseason? But back then, the Seahawks were in the AFC. Remember, they used to be an AFC West team. And then they moved over to the NFC about, that's probably been like 15, 20 years ago.
That's crazy. At least that. Here's one more, Raff, I thought was interesting, man. It shows you how things have changed in 22 years. In 2002, Ray Lewis signed a 5-year contract extension with the Ravens, Baltimore, and they gave him a $19 million signing bonus. That was the largest in NFL history at that time. $19 million.
That's wild.
22 years ago.
Tristan Wirfs?
Yeah.
5 years, $140 million. Those are the times. See, all those times when I was a little kid, everybody's dad and everybody wanted you to play running back or, I guess receiver still works, quarterback still works. But, if you're a running back in midget football and, Nebraska, but now you're like, man, I should have taught my kid to play offensive tackle.
That's where the money's at, man. If you're good and you can, like I said, if you're good and can move, got good footwork,
you
get
can make some serious money.
Make some dough, man.
Then I got one more thing of history too. I just came across this one. 1996 Atlanta Olympics. Michael Johnson wins the 200 to cap the 200 and the 400. I remember he had those gold shoes. Oh my goodness.
And Raff, think about this. In the 200, he wasn't even pushed.
No, he was so good.
He was not even pushed. Kind of like, you think about this. Kind of like Bolt. If Usain Bolt would have been pushed, can you imagine? Now, first of all, what's his record? The 200 was it 19? Is it 19?
I think it was like 19.32 or something.
Something crazy like that.
19.32.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, 19.32.
Can you imagine if he was pushed, what he could have ran? Because I think with 4 meters left, his hands were in the air and he's looking around.
Oh, he's looking and he had the gold shoes on.
Yeah.
I wanted a pair of gold shoes.
Oh man,
I still want a pair of gold shoes.
I think I had some to a party one time. They weren't track shoes, so
I wonder if I had gold shoes if I'd be fast.
Myself, I'd be going the same speed in gold shoes.
Well, I remember when I was a little kid, I'd get a new pair of shoes from JCPenney, and the first 3 days I had them, I'd feel like I was walking on air. Then about 3 days later, they I guess grind out a little bit, and then they didn't have that same speed.
Remember we thought we were faster?
Yeah.
Or remember this, and Sarah, you're too young to remember this, at 22 years old, a whole 22. Again,
22.
A happy birthday to Sarah. Sarah, was it a good birthday for you yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We didn't get to go mini golfing, unfortunately.
Oh.
Because the storm kind of derailed our plan.
Kind of derailed that a little bit,
We
didn't
went
it?
out to eat. I had some steak. It was pretty good.
Where was the steak at?
Chili's.
Ah.
That's an unforgotten spot.
It is a very underrated spot
Yeah.
as far as that goes, man. I love Chili's food, man. They got just such a smorgasbord of food to choose from, too.
Yeah.
So it was a good 22.
It was.
22.
Good time.
The pride of Polk.
Now, does Polk and Hordeville, are they still associated together or are they separated now? Did they get in a fight?
Yeah, they consolidated Polk, Hordeville, and Clarks. They all consolidated with now High Plains. That's where I went to high school.
Oh.
You know what?
Used to be a really good running back in the early 90s from Polk Hordeville. I can't remember what his name was.
From where?
Polk Hordeville. He was a really good running back. Back in like 91, 92.
Text line, help us out.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
It was like I was
Once
not
I hear
born
the
yet.
name, I will know it. But he was
a good running back.
Yeah, rushed for a ton of yards. I think he had like a 600-yard game. And somebody from Polk Hordeville, please text in.
Yeah, help us out.
I think they might have been at state one year because the banner. Remember the banner was on the wall in the high school. But that's about all.
He was a beast.
You know, it shows you how old we're getting, Raff, when Sarah's mentioned. I remember there were banners on the wall when I was a kid, and those banners at the time that we were in high school.
Well, don't worry about it. Today, Ben and Bella were talking about Bella was born in 2002, and he was born in 2004.
Gosh.
I'm like, I was just hitting my prime.
That's what's nuts.
I was kind of past my prime in 2002. I was like, good Lord.
That's why I can't say never forget Keenan's age, my middle son, but he was born in 2000. So I'm just like, just mine is all from there, man. 2056, he's 56 years old.
Man, that's crazy.
Polk High was Ed Bundy.
That's Al. That's Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. Al Bundy, David.
Ben Heusen.
Ben Heusen?
Yes.
Unknown texter, 3291.
Van Heusen? Yes. Yeah, he was a beast. I know he had like a 400-yard game. I know like Dick Jen and Jeff Schmal were out there every week going,
Because you just see them in the World Herald and the ratings as
Yeah.
far as the state leaders just all up and down there. Absolutely.
That's what they need to bring back. Newspapers and statistics.
Yeah, bring those back because that was a lot of fun watching those, man. And just keep
I guess
up.
now you can go online, I guess. But
Yeah, everything's digital.
I want newspapers, though, so then you can frame stuff.
Yeah, that was. You know what? After every on Sundays, Raff, and Sarah, what they used to do was the Journal Star would have the sports section would have a bunch of pictures of the Husker players, you know, in action. Raff, I remember still. There's one. I think we're playing Uncle Home. There's a picture of B. Wash, Big Brother Brian Washington.
Yep.
He's up in the air like this. He's jumping.
Yep.
I don't know if it was before play, but I had that picture clipped out. You know, I would always clip out all the Sunday pictures and put them on the wall.
Stuff. During COVID, when I was posting all that stuff, going through my old box.
You were posting them on your wall during COVID? No. Raff was losing his freaking mind.
I miss you, B. Wash.
Raff was like, I am losing my freaking mind. I'm start posting pictures on my wall during COVID.
Yeah, on Facebook. I got bored and started going through old boxes. So I used to keep like the Sunday paper from the games.
Yeah.
So I'd have like all these papers from like probably 85 on, 85 to probably 90.
There were some good shots 95. In there, man. There were some good shots.
I need to take all my Tommy Frazier stuff up to Tommy, just let him autograph it all and just put it online.
It's a lot of stuff.
Tommy's like, what you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis? Folks, we come back. We got some Husker sports to discuss. And we're not, because first of all, in the first practice, media doesn't have any access, first of all.
Yeah.
So we're just going to kind of go by reports. But also there was a big viral moment yesterday, a particular Husker, who I'm sure you all know.
Yeah.
Has the initials of DR. That's on there. So we'll talk about that, how that spread across pretty quickly. Also, dorm life, training camp life. What's that like? We'll talk about it when we come back. It's Thursday. It's August 1st, the first Thursday of the month. We'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through August 4th, enjoy USDA Choice T-bone steaks for $9.99 per pound. Fresh, all-natural chicken wings for $3.99 per pound. 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube for just $2.99 per pound, and USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dove or call 8662-13-2965.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because they can't
hold
get
their
out there and
hand
do
on the
nothing.
field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. And bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. And I just saw that Kevin Kugler is going on hour 19 of no power.
Who Cougs is?
Yeah.
Wow.
19 hours.
Cougs, hang in there, brother. Hang in there, my man.
Crazy.
Wow, 19 hours.
Saw Mitch Sherman had a couch in his tree last night.
What?
Omaha got crazy.
There was a couch in his tree.
It got crazy in Omaha last night.
Man. You know, I was talking to Acom up there, my buddy up there at Omaha. He goes, man, the winds were just insane. Well, I think, like I said, they were higher up in Omaha.
Yeah.
The winds
Like
were a lot
15
tougher
miles
up there.
more, probably.
Man. Again, to all the folks out there who are still without power, hang in there. I know, big shout out, first of all, to Harrison and DP. Last night, they were on until about 11 o'clock giving updates. We're not talking sports. They were talking what was going on in the city, where power grids may have been off, where they got turned back on. LP, they mentioned big shout out to all the first responders, electricians that are still out there for LES, people that are in the tree cutting business, city workers that are out there getting the streets taken care of. And look out for your neighbors, man.
Yep.
Look out for your neighbors. Look out for each other. You know, if there's anything that, any silver linings out of things that have taken place, and there was actually a tragedy last night in Grand Island, man. The trucker that pulled over, I don't know the details, but I know the truck driver passed away, deceased as the truck went into a pond out there, or lake near Grand Island. I believe he was pulled over, trying to pull over, and it took him in the lake. So our thoughts and prayers go to that family and all who knew that individual in that. That's the only fatality I know of, and obviously I could be wrong on that. I know there's a lot of, cars damaged, roofs damaged. Just what's the auto store, what on 70th, the roof came off up there.
Yep.
There are people who sustain a lot of damage. So again, if there's any silver lining, is to see people come, humanity, seeing the best of humanity, if you would.
I wish we would do it all the time.
Oh, Raff, tell me.
People always come together, like we have a storm last night and people come together and help each other. Why not just do it every day?
Yes.
Don't let there have to be a tragedy, or don't let there have to be an event. Just be nice to each other. Plus, it feels good too. That's the crazy thing.
You know what? I'm going to make sure I get it right there. Eric, earlier this morning, man. Good morning to Eric. He goes, it costs absolutely nothing to be kind. Being a jerk can cost you.
No.
And it's true. And I know you're referring to the people pounded in my house last night. I mean, folks, look out for each other. Raff, as you always say, you're in the show, and we kind of say it casually, but he means it. Be nice. That's why he has the RGT, Raff's Good Take. And Raff, remember, when we first started talking about this, I was like, Raff, you got to do something to raise the roof, Raff. You're like, know what? He goes, AD, there's enough moments that make me want to lose my, you know what? He goes, I want to find
we need
good.
positive.
I want to find
positivity.
Good. I want to find some good. So that's why Raff does that segment, because there's plenty in this world to make us scratch our heads and lose our heads, and almost have our heads explode at times. So it's always good to have the RGT. And there's a lot of folks I know who get the RGT in light of what's going on here around the city and surrounding areas, and our neighbors to the east, Omaha as well. At the end of the day, it's all humans, man. I think we can forget that, and all the muck and the mire and all the other unrest that's going on in the world today. So yeah, talk about it good. Something that's good.
Oh yeah.
Something that's good.
Woo!
I tell you what.
Tell me, AD, what's good?
Something good. There is a certain individual. We all know DR, aka.
Hit me with the hard stuff, AD.
Dylan Ryo. Want a sidecar? Me and Raff know what a sidecar is. But nevertheless, Dylan Ryo goes, he goes like crazy viral yesterday.
Yes.
He's coming. If you haven't seen the picture yet on Twitter, you can go to a number of national outlets. ESPN, Adam Schefter on Twitter.
NFL account.
Dylan Ryo is checking in for camp on
Chris Raff 7. Follow me on X. Chris Raff 7. I'll follow you back. That's a cheap plug.
Be careful, you're gonna start getting door dinged, man.
Well,
door ding dash.
Let's not go that far.
Dylan Raiola goes viral yesterday. Is he walking into to the dorms here on campus, right down the road from us, checking in for fall camp, and has the Patrick Mahomes haircut, Patrick Mahomes shades on, and it was funny because Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins says, "Yo, what?" and it was funny to see and cool to see Mahomes go, "Man, that's Lil Cuzzo."
Because
he posted that and retweeted that. Raff, what's it at right now, number wise, man? You think?
Oh,
Let's take a peek at that. Sir, you guys take a peek. How many numbers that hit? How many people viewed that post? Because last time I seen it was like 980,000. That's all. I know
what I commented was it could be worse. I mean, being compared to, probably right now the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. Not ever, because that's John Elway, but being compared to that, I mean, there could be worse. And I'll be honest with you, I said this prior. I made the comment. I said, I'm not saying that he's Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Patrick Mahomes or da-da-da. But you see stuff in Dylan Raiola's game that you see in Patrick Mahomes, throwing from the different arm slots, able to get out and throw the ball. He has a lot of those qualities that Patrick Mahomes possesses. So, yeah, I like it. It's good for Nebraska. I mean, it is really good for Nebraska to get Adam Schefter, the NFL page, because all these recruits out there are seeing this stuff. I mean, that is, what do they say? The best mentions are free or whatever. I forgot the comment about that, but like getting in the news, know, and it's all free. I mean, Nebraska didn't have to pay a cent for
getting
that.
Media, getting press is a good thing, and being tweeted, and it brings a lot, like to your point, Raff and Sarah, it brings a lot of eyes to the program. And there's and Dylan, like you mentioned, Raff, a couple of days ago, you and Ahman both were talking how to compartmentalize that. Dylan has grown up in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, he was around his dad, who obviously Dom, that played numerous years in the pros. He was around all sorts of stars. He's not going to be starstruck, but for that to bring that type of exposure to Nebraska is a good thing. Obviously, hasn't played a snap yet, hasn't played it down yet. Hey, Ron, good morning. He goes, how long before Feinbaum tells Dylan to stay in his lane since he hasn't played a down of college football yet? Hey, Ron, it probably won't be long because Feinbaum, first of all, when Feinbaum made the comments, it didn't bother me at all. I'm just like, hey, that's great. Keep them coming. Because I'm going to use that to motivate my guys and to show my guys that people tell you just to shut up, but, go prove it on the field. So I think it's great exposure, Raff. But I thought it was really cool. Like I said, last time I saw it yesterday afternoon, it was 980 views. So I'm sure it's more than that by now. Raff, in the offseason, Raiola in the offensive line. Again, we keep talking offseason because now they are, day two is going to the belt. But Raiola took the top, he took his offensive lineman to a local pizza club here in town and picked up the tab. And Prohaska said he ordered a large pizza for himself and 12 baskets of wings that were consumed as well. And he said Raiola just kind of sat back and all the guys
smiled.
And they just smiled and they just had a good time. And it's weird because you think about the new age of NIL. If we were going out as a team, brother, you was paying for yours. I was going to pay for mine. You was going to pay for whatever. If you had 12 pizzas, well, you're going to pay for those 12 pizzas. But the type of cash these guys have, the liquidity, it's a little different ballgame.
I thought back in your time, if you went out, the place would just pay for it for you guys.
You're going to get us in trouble, Raff.
Statute of limitations.
And that old song, some things are better left unsaid. Was that Hall & Oates?
Oh,
we paid something. What does that do for the squad, though, man, when the guys are gelling like that and just having that downtime, though, Raff? What does that do for a team?
It just builds that camaraderie. I mean, it's huge. And then you have, gosh, when you like your quarterback, you tend to block harder. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's rocket science, but when you actually genuinely care for a person, I think you try harder.
You do.
I mean, I know it might not be conscious, but subconsciously, I think there's more to it. And I think that, and you've seen, we talk about it all the time. I cannot explain how important that it has been that Dom is Dylan's dad, because Dylan has had the opportunity to be around all these NFL teams all these years and see these quarterbacks take care of. I'm sure they had the quarterbacks in Detroit that took, his dad out for dinner and stuff like that, and earn it, and seeing that camaraderie and that team. So it's huge. I just cannot overstate just how much it is that, that family lineage is there.
Good morning to you, Bubba. Bubba says, just don't order a ham and cheese sandwich. Just don't order a ham and cheese sandwich on there. Like I said, it's day two for the practice, man. Raff, the guys moved in. This is the second year. Obviously, this is Rule's second year. This is something that hadn't been done since the Devaney era. I think when we were talking last year when Rule and staff did this last year. Had the guys check in for training camp, for fall camp, as a unit and as a team. Coach White took a picture of the dorm room that they were staying in, just where they were going to be staying at the next number of days during fall camp. We talked about this last year a little bit too. And Sarah, this was the second year they've done that. Raff, what does this do, you think, for a team that's coming into a year to where they know they gave away some games by their own mistakes? I mean, literally gave away some games. You know, you led the nation. We keep talking about this, but that's what you did last year. And I know that's last year, but the 31 turnovers, et cetera, and said, hey, you know what? We have to redefine who we are. That's not us anymore. That's a different team. There's different guys on this team. There'll be different guys at the helm at quarterback, regardless of how you look at it, because Harburg, if he is the starter, he did not start the season last year. So everything's new, but yet you have a lot of similarities that are coming back. How does those guys living in the dorms, how do you think, and again, we talk about that camaraderie part, what does that do for a unit moving in together? You know, you're going to be with each other this long.
I think it was huge last year. I mean, just look at the turnover from last year's team. I think that was key in being Coach Rule's first year, was to move them all into the dorm to once again to build that camaraderie. I think that was huge, just to get to know his team, get to know his players. You know, Coach Rule stays in the dorms with them, to be with them. So I say year 2 of this, I think it can follow on the same thing. Now this year they know, hey, we can be competitive. We were in so many games at the end of last year that probably should have won, ended up 5-7. But now they know that they can be competitive in almost every game they play in. So now you get them all together, you start building those bonds again. Because like, I hate to bring up Coach Leipold here, but he's had an interesting quote. He goes, you can talk about, what we've done in the past, 2-3 years down at Kansas, but this is a new year. This is a new year. So everything that happened last year, that's out the window. Right. This is a new year. So going back to the dorms, it's almost like resetting everything and coming back together, building those bonds again, new team, ready to go.
I'm glad you brought up Lance Leipold, though, Raff. I'm glad you did, because obviously Lance Leipold has connections here in Nebraska, went up to Wisconsin Whitewater and won a number of championships up there. 6 championships, national championships, and now going into his, third year at Kansas right now?
I believe it's year 3, year 3 or 4. Maybe it might be 4, actually. Good Lord, time flies.
He's taking care of business down there. There's a lot of similarities. You got to have a short memory about what happened. And it's going to be critical for this team, particularly on the offensive side. And you know what? I'm going to take that back. Both sides. Because the defense, we were number 15 last year. We were, top 25, probably in the country. Well, that was last year.
Yep.
Forget about what happened last year.
It's gone.
And it's like Rule said earlier this week, he goes, why not try to be number 1 defense in the country?
Exactly.
50, what you did last year means nothing. Trophies gather dust. Titles, all the stats you did last year, it's last year. So I think them moving in together too, Raff, as close as we were, I'm only speaking from my experience, as close as we were in the 90s, after practice, we went home, did our own thing. Before practice, we were at home, did our own thing. When you're together, literally almost 24/7, as they will be until the 17th, basically, there's a lot of bonding that goes on. And I think Rule knows this team in particular, when he first came in last year, it was a very fractured team.
Yep.
There were a bunch of guys. And one thing that Rule said, it sticks out to me so much, Sarah, is when he came in, you can hear him during the opening presser, he goes, I came here because of you. You didn't come here because of me.
Correct.
You didn't come here because of me. And right away, I think that makes you kind of, okay, because at first your hairs are kind of sitting in the back here, okay, what's this guy going to say? It puts you at ease a little bit, saying, you know what? Yeah, I came here for you. You didn't come here for me. And then to bring them all together in fall camp to live together, and then to do it again this year to bring them all together. Some of these guys right now, Raff, if we're being honest, some of these guys are just really starting to get what it takes to be a top-tier team, man.
Correct.
Because you don't reprogram somebody even in a year.
No.
It takes particular guys that have been there for a few years. There's a lot of I'm going to say this. There's a lot of weeds you're still clipping and getting out of there mentally more than anything else.
Yep.
And not that you haven't bought in, but there's old habits. Old habits don't die easy, man. And that's why Rule said you have to earn it. Yep. You have to earn it. So we're not giving you anything, because if you're down one day, and granted, you can't prevent injury's going to happen. But let's say, I don't know, there's a practice to where you just didn't bring your lunch pail. Well, this guy runs that route better than you do. Well, guess what? He's going to be one that's going to get more reps.
Yep. I going back to, not only just building the bonds, I think it's genius that you're getting these guys together, for a few more hours during the day.
Yeah.
To where they can talk football. You know, you've got to believe that at night there is football discussion. Heck, we haven't played in 30 years or 20 years or whatever. And, you know, we're still talking football all the time. I have to believe. And they talk about how Dylan Raiola, Heisman Trophy candidate, is always, his mind is always on the game. You know, he's always thinking about it. So you've got to think that when they're at those dorms at night, there's probably a pretty good chance that he's with those receivers, you know, maybe working on, you know, some some hand signals and stuff like that, just to where, you know, you look back, you always hear a lot of football. They're like, well, yeah, we worked on that back in the summer. Like there'll be a play happen this year, be some route or something, or some check down or something will happen. And they'll be like, well, yeah, we worked on that when we were down in Texas with Dylan, or we worked on that. We were in the dorms late one night and we were talking about, hey, if this defense shows this, hey, let's run this, you know? So I think it's huge just to get more time, and it's more time with those coaches. It's more time to build those bonds. And I think that will be something in the years to come that I think where Nebraska is going to be strong on is when you feel the family and you feel those bonds, it makes it harder to leave. Money or not, it makes it hard to leave family. And I think that's where I think Coach Rule's really ahead of this game, is knowing that you've got to build these family relationships to make it harder for people wanting to leave.
Raff, I think that part right there is probably the most pivotal thing that you said during that whole dialogue. He understands a family unit is hard to break up.
It is.
It's hard to break up. Okay, so it's crazy we're discussing this, but it's the reality. Okay, yes, maybe I could get 20,000 more, 30,000 more, 50,000 more, but is that going to buy the same situation I got here?
Exactly.
And you think about this, Raff and Sarah, there's still some guys that are in portal no man's land.
Yeah.
And not your top tier guys, obviously, but there's some guys that were kind of like, I was going to hit this, maybe a third or fourth stringer. I thought I was going to land somewhere and didn't. That's one thing we don't talk about.
But even go back to the 90s. I mean, look at the I-backs back then. You had probably 5 guys that probably could start at most colleges in the country. I mean, you had the David Benning, Jay Sims,
Clinton Childs.
I mean, the Makovic, Jeff Makovic when he was playing I-back. I mean, those guys all could play, but they had that family bond. It's like they didn't want to, you know, go apart from it. So, and he talks, or they talk about, you know, you're always recruiting your players. Not only are you recruiting new players, you're always recruiting your roster. Well, now you've got 2 weeks in the dorms to where, even though it's not recruiting, but it's building.
Right. Thomas Lincoln, good morning to you, man. He goes, Ewers, number one candidate. I think it's about Ewers as far as potentially transferring.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what you were saying there, Thomas Lincoln. Let me know if that was if you were referring to Thomas Lincoln. But yeah, it's if you can build that atmosphere, you can build that family dynamic, and I think it's huge. And going back to the main point, bringing those guys together for a fall camp mentality, something again has not been done since Devaney, is huge. So that's a big thing. So excited about that.
Oh, Ewers, number one Heisman candidate.
Oh, number one Heisman candidate.
No, it's Dylan Raiola. Come on now. Come on, Thomas.
For the Heisman.
Jump on the Heisman train.
Well, that's funny, Thomas, you brought that up because we come back, we're going to talk about that early preseason candidates for the Heisman Trophy. But before we go there, the rest of the fall camp practice goes, of course, they have today. There's no media. Friday, they practice on the 2nd, the 3rd. Obviously, in the 2nd, we have a guest coming in for you tomorrow morning to talk about what's going on tomorrow night. So the rest of this week practice schedule goes, they'll practice at 8:30 each day. 6:30 p.m., though, the Saturday night, they'll have that as well, 6:30 p.m. And Matt Rule, but we discussed, and media will be available. And then Monday, but 8:30 every morning is where it's going. And then before you know it, folks, it's game time. When we come back, folks, early Heisman considerations, way too early. Raiola predictions. It's Thursday. It's August 1st. It's a new month. We'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
LES is proud to be powered by your family, your friends, your neighbors, local people serving local people. Learn more about what a career at LES can offer you at les.com/careers.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back again. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations, place takeout orders, or get any type of catering that you might need. Get a hold of Florial's ASAP.
That's good stuff, man. I like Florio's, man. In fact, that sounds good maybe for tonight, even, man. Some Florio's. I like
Florio's
that.
it is.
When are
Yes.
they going to bring it into the studio?
Oh,
Yes. Sarah, good point. Good point. We're going to have to call.
Run that by Beth.
I have to call Best, man. He's the owner. He's a buddy of ours. So I'm going to have to call Best, like, hey, Best.
Sarah turns 22 and all she thinks about is food now. When do I get the food?
Like, I need a birthday brunch. Birthday
You haven't even
brunch.
experienced Chef Matthew Nay, the official chef of the drive yet.
Oh, Chef Matthew, I'm craving.
No.
Yes.
Oh, when you have one of those breakfasts,
Chef
your
Matt.
life is never the same.
Paging. Remember Raff? This is way before your time, Sarah. Remember Raff on Bewitched, paging Dr. Bombay? No, not she would say Dr. Bombay. No, she would say paging Dr. Bombay. Remember that he was that he was a witch too, but he would just appear out of nowhere.
Yep. And
he would just bing bing, and she would twiddle her nose, and he'd show up all of a sudden.
Yep.
And
Bewitched.
That was a funny show.
Oh, Darren.
We need to do that and wiggle our nose and get Chef Matinee down here, man. We need you, brother.
Put up the Chef Matinee light.
Yeah.
Official chef of the drive.
We need you, man. Like Batman.
We need
Where
you.
are you?
The world needs you.
Early Heisman Trophy predictions.
Dylan
We'll do this
Raiola.
quick. Oh, man. On threes, JD Pickle provided his Heisman Trophy predictions, folks. And the first one he has Caleb Downs, as well as a DB got Caleb Downs one, but also the first one he's got Carson Beck, QB Georgia. Raff, is that a shocker to you at all whatsoever?
Yeah, a little bit for me. I think Quinn Ewers is probably that number one guy right now for me.
Number one guy?
I think he's probably my pick to win the. I mean, other than Dylan. I mean, Dylan is my heart's pick. But if they said make a pick from experience you've seen,
Let's go on guys who
I'd go
played
Quinn
last year.
Ewers. But
Quinn
if
Ewers.
I'm picking from my heart, that trophy's coming back to Nebraska.
Okay, folks, I apologize for Raff. He didn't have his regular morning routine this morning, but yeah. But Carson Beck.
Don't apologize.
Carson Beck, quarterback, Georgia. Last year threw for 3,941 yards, 24 touchdowns, only 6 INTs, 72%, almost 73% completion rate. That was just his first year as a starter. So he's obviously projected to have a pretty dang good year. You got Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. That one was kind of shocking to me a little bit, though, man. You know,
I think they're just thinking that they'll be able to just, from what he did at Oklahoma, plug and play, step in. Oregon's loaded. That he'll be able, but I think that'll be a little bit of a learning. So I could see that happening, especially towards the end of the year. He'll gain momentum.
It'll be interesting to see what he has. New system, new part of the country, etc. New arsenal that he'll be thrown to. Because believe me, he's not going to be short of arsenal.
Yeah, they'll have plenty.
There in Oregon. They'll have plenty of
Plenty
arsenal.
of uniforms, plenty of receivers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then you got your guy Quinn Ewers. Thomas Lincoln and said still lost it. You guys got Ewers in there. You talked about he could definitely take another leap this season, man. Last year. You know, there were some games where just wonder where was he at some times. You know what I'm saying? But he is a guy that to where he's just dangerous. The guy can throw. Obviously, Worthy is no longer there at Texas, but you know, Texas at receivers, they just reload, man. They'll just reload.
And they got a great offense coordinator, Sarkisian's. Really great calling plays.
Absolutely. Here's a guy to me that is very underappreciated at his state, though.
Oh, tell me we're going to be twins. Who are you going to say?
Jalen Milroe.
Yep. I totally was going to say that just for the fact that you've got this guy, Coach Saban's gone. People are thinking, oh, that's the end of Alabama. And you saw Jaden Milroe make humongous steps in the passing game last year for Alabama. Mix that with explosive speed. He's one be careful of.
You know, Raff, here's the thing about this, man. As we wrap this segment, we just get those three guys. First of all, you won the SEC championship. You got to the Rose Bowl. Now you lost to the eventual national champion. Barely. At that. And Raff, like I said, you're in Bama. Obviously, we joke, but all due seriousness, you're there all the time. You've been to Bama games. You've seen him play in person. I don't understand. I mean, I guess I come from a Nebraska point of view to where I would love to have a guy even close to Melrose. I mean, the past couple years, man. I don't understand why there's so. I mean, Raff, even when they were winning, which they have been, he was taking so much heat. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I'm excited to see how his game improves. And then you've got, it's not always a bad, you have Saban leaving, which I mean, it is bad because I mean he's one of the greatest coaches ever. But you've got Kalen DeBoer coming in who, worked with Michael Penix last year.
A high octane offense.
So I'm excited to see. And then one of the another thing too about Jaden Milroe, just a top-notch individual.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that, not very many players can get Nick Saban to break game face.
Right.
And last year you could see actually happiness when him and Jaden Milroe were together. And I think he's that type of leader that he'll keep Alabama up there at the top.
Mm-hmm. I think he will. Thomas Lincoln, again, you say, let's see what the Oregon QB does against Michigan, the Ohio State, and Wisconsin before the Heisman.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. And I totally agree with that. Like I said, he it's a little different what he was doing in the Big 12. As far as that goes, he's going to see a different caliber of football in the Big 10 for sure. So it's all these things. When DP just came in, was talking about, football starts tonight. Folks, it is Thursday night football.
Thank you.
Football is officially back,
go.
sir. And we will have football here on out every week.
In the famous words of the great quarterback number 3, let's ride.
Oh, boy. I hope he does something in Pittsburgh, man. I'm not sold on him yet at all, man. I am not sold on him yet at all, but we'll see what happens in Pittsburgh. We're going to talk a lot of Pro Bowl tomorrow, too, and even next week because the season officially starts. NFL, the Hall of Fame game tonight. Is it 7 o'clock, Raff? That's 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
93.7 the ticket.
Yep, we will have it on right here, so that's going to be fun. We're finally going to see the pigskin thrown around. Folks, when we come back on this August 1st Thursday, we're going to have the RGT, the last segment of the show. Thanks for riding with us. We'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 the ticket.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with roof credit.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Facing the court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we believe in treating every person with respect, compassion, and understanding. When legal troubles are keeping you up, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. To learn more, call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because they can't
hold
get out
their
there and do
hand
nothing
on the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get it,
It's the RGT.
That was pretty good. For a second there, I was having like a flashback to Revenge of the Nerds. Lamar doing a little rap. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take, sponsored by Cigars Lounge, 800 Q Street. Go there from 12 to 5 p.m. Get 15% off your tab. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to our very own DP and Harrison for what they did last night.
Absolutely.
Staying on the air for close to 7 hours, just assisting everybody. I saw a ton of tweets or X or whatever they call those X's now or whatever. Oh, my X's. But I saw so many that were just thanking DP and Harrison for staying on the air last night and just giving people updates. Just really cool. that we can talk sports with the best of them,
right?
But we also I think we're some of the best humanitarians out there. So I just wanted to thank those two. You're both Raff's good take.
I love it. Yeah, I echo that, man. Concur, bro. DP and Harrison, like I said, it was, this was life is bigger than sports. That's for sure. And there's a lot of people still, as we speak, that are without power. And thoughts and prayers go to the safety of those putting up those power lines, man. That's dangerous work, bro. And for those clipping the branches, our first responders, our law enforcement, all of you, our transportation folks that are meandering through neighborhoods that haven't been picked up yet. So everybody be safe out there. Look out for each other. Definitely look out for each other, because there's a lot that took place overnight for sure. So very fortunate. The 80 Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. Get my breath together here. IOC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. Full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at IOC.net/careers. Saw this quote here, and I love it because it's a very, I think it's spot on for right now. Where we're at in our world and our society as a whole. It's saying that you don't have time to work on your mental health because you're too busy is like saying you don't have time to stop for gas because you're too busy driving. Folks, I'm going to tell you, if you get too busy, you don't take time, use me as the warning. Things do not end up well for you when you keep going and going and going and going and not deal with things, not process things. As you all know, it's been no secret with the grief battle. Like I said, I've been this counseling for a year, and it's been a blessing to me to slow down and to take care of my issues. We all got issues. Like I said, I can talk about attitude all day long, no problem. But Raff, I suck at grief. Suck at it. Terrible at it, but gratefully getting better. And I had to slow down in order to get the help to do that. So slow down for your mental health. Maybe it's something else. I don't know what it is for you, but slow down and take care of it. Just like when that gas thing is beeping, you can keep going with that thing says, Eddie, empty. But I tell you what, when it's on Eddie for too long, eventually you're going to get stopped, and it's not going to feel good. And I know that firsthand. It doesn't feel good, but you can always learn from it as well. So, folks, take care of yourself for your mental health. Rafferty.
I agree with AD.
Take us home, my man. And again, a big shout out to Sarah. Glad you enjoyed your 22nd birthday yesterday. Hope it was a great one for you, my friend. Hope it was a great one for you.
She even came out and said today, football's her favorite sport.
I love it.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. Volleyball is number one.
You came in here and you said, it's almost football season. I said,
I'm excited for both, but
football's one.
Volleyball's
two. Football's one. Volleyball's two. If you're from Polk, football's one.
Volleyball has consistently been in the national championship for the last.
Okay, we got to go now. It's been a great show today.
Hard to argue that.
Everyone, be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.